Welcome to this episode of Riding Shotgun with Charlie. This one's going to look a little different, it's going to feel a little different, and it's going to sound a little different. I was fortunate enough to have a booth at the NRA annual meetings Radio Row, which is something new the NRA is doing at their annual meetings. I was able to do a number of audio-only interviews, and what you're about to hear is one of those. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. If you're listening to the show in podcast form, please leave a positive review. And if you like the show, share it with your friends, because that is how we get the Stagecoach across America. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of Riding Shotgun with Charlie. This is one of the pit stop shows that we are doing at the NRA show in Atlanta 2025. And the guest I have today is Heather Allen. Heather, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
The pleasure's mine. It is. You're actually, you're not a consolation prize, but you're just a bonus. Because I reached out to Nathan Mitchell and I said, "Hey, I'm doing some shows," and he and I talked about trying to do something at SHOT this year, and he's like, "I got some other people. I got this gal Heather Allen, and we need to bring her on too." I'm like, "Great, we're gonna give you guys plenty of time." So,
well, thank you so much. So glad to know Nathan Mitchell and Ron Holmes.
Very cool. All right, so you're an author.
I wrote 2 books. Yes.
How do you was writing a passion for you when you were young?
No, it really wasn't. I just had this idea for a fun adventure. And even when I started the adventure of shooting a gun in all 50 states, I didn't really think about writing a book. It wasn't until I saw a friend who was really into jiu-jitsu on social media hold up his book that he wrote. And I thought to myself, if he can write a book, I'm sure I could write one too.
It can't be that hard.
It can't be that hard. And it's a great experience. It really isn't that hard these days to publish a book, so
right.
Had that in my favor.
I always tell people that if I write a book, it's really going to be more like a pamphlet that I write.
Well, I would read your book.
Well, thank you. I jokingly tell people that my gun safety book is going to be called "Let's Not Be Ridiculous."
I like it.
Right? Let's not be ridiculous. So I understand that if I go into some place, and you said you talk about the gun laws, but if I go to some place where I'm not supposed to go, or carry a gun that, you're supposed to disarm and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I'm going in, I'm going to be out in less than a minute. Let's not be ridiculous. It's going to take longer for me to take the gun off and unload it and put it away.
No one's going to know.
So, yeah, no one's going to know. So don't tell anybody.
My lips are sealed.
So how did you decide that you wanted to shoot a gun in every state?
I was just thinking to myself, I love to shoot. I love America. I love to travel. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Let's check off all those. And it took me about 3 years. The book is called, I didn't know what to title it. And then I talked to my grandma, who was like 94 at the time. She's like, "What are you doing? It sounds like you have 50 states in your sights." I was like, "What did you say?" So the book's called 50 States in My Sights.
Nice.
And yeah, just travel all through America, and I highlight what I shot, where I shot, who I shot with, and then most importantly, all the gun laws for every state, because it's so important to know.
So this is like, what, a 4-inch book? 4-inch thick book?
It's pretty thick. I would say there's like 5 states that make it pretty thick.
Right. There's some states where there's a couple of paragraphs and other pages that are...
Exactly.
Other states that are pages and pages. Yep. What kind of guns were you shooting? Did you shoot the same gun everywhere?
No, let's see. California had an M1 Grand. That was a lot of fun to shoot.
Wow.
Arizona is the cover, and that was black powder. That was interesting. I took my Shield to a lot of places.
Oh, nice.
So that was a trusty little gun. I shot revolvers. It's a little bit of everything. I shot full auto in Colorado. And I tell people I've been able to shoot full auto where I pay for it and then for free. And if you ever get the chance to pay or shoot full auto for free, definitely going to want to go that route.
That's the way to go.
It's going to be like the most fun, expensive 20 seconds of your life.
Oh my gosh. I got to shoot
I went to a machine gun shoot in Pennsylvania, and it was one magazine for $20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I shot a
5
Glock.
seconds later.
I shot a Glock 18 and a BAR.
Oh, fun.
And then I was at the Tommy gun warehouse, and I got to shoot a Tommy gun full auto.
Oh, fun.
So that was
Did you wear a
very cool,
fedora
too.
when you did that?
I did not. I did not. So
It's unfortunate.
yeah. So how did all this come about? Like traveling? You like traveling?
I do love to travel. I did write another book. It's called Losing Their Guns. And we went to Greece. And of course, everyone's like, are you going to shoot a gun in Greece? I was like, let me see it. No, it's going to be really, really difficult to have a gun in Greece. And then our tour guide, it was in Athens. And he said, in this spot, like 1970 something, a journalist was shot and assassinated. And I'll be honest, I was pretty snarky. I was in snarky American. I was like, whoa, how could this person be shot? I thought you couldn't have guns in Greece. And he said, well, it was a time of war. Everyone had guns. And I kind of like stopped in my tracks. I was like, how did a country go from everyone having guns to like virtually no one having guns? And then got home back to America to like a massive gun safe and looked up if there was any books on how all these countries had lost their guns. And there wasn't. So just had to write it myself.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
I learned a lot about history.
Dish.
If you like history, you'll
Dish.
let's see. So there's an NRA in another country. If you want to take a guess,
An NRA. Do they call it the NRA?
it is the NRA. It's sad. Mostly relics.
It's not France.
No,
Germany might be a good guess.
England.
England.
And then I learned about Antarctica. They have a little treaty for gun laws. So it's like if you're from a certain country, then you follow your country's gun laws in Antarctica. Yeah.
What?
And then Australia, man, they spent millions and millions, like $100 million of their own money to forcefully give up their guns. It was like buyback, quote unquote. It was a mandatory buyback. Yeah. So can you imagine?
Can't buy something back you didn't have.
And you're paying your own tax dollars, like your hard-earned tax dollars to give away your guns.
That's completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing with Australia for me is the anti-gun folks. I hate to talk about politics, but the anti-gun folks like to point out that they had a gun buyback in Australia and everything was fine down there.
Well, I like to point out Bastille Day in France was terrible, but a person used a truck to murder over 80 people. That's more than any mass shooting in America. So
was it an assault truck?
And then there was no calls to ban trucks or make trucks less lethal.
Make trucks less lethal.
Yeah,
that's wild. That's wild. England. What was I thinking? Well, I wanted to get back to the book on the states. What are the states that were the most difficult to get access to a gun or to not bring one in? Because we've got the Hateful Eight from the Bruin decision that it really only affected 8 different states.
It was definitely New Jersey and Massachusetts.
There we go.
Those states were very difficult.
I'm from the Commonwealth.
Okay, well, I was like kind of pleading my case in New Jersey, and then a nice couple overheard, like, you come in our lane. So I got to shoot in their lane real fast. And then luckily, it was actually on the back of the book. It was the Martha's Vineyard Gun Club. So, yeah, if I didn't just randomly call, there was like a person who let me shoot his 40 shield, just let off a few rounds, and it was beautiful.
That's
Martha's
cool.
Vineyard. Yeah. Otherwise, I couldn't have gone on any like regular shooting range. So
in Massachusetts, we do have it bad. I've actually taught some gun classes on the Vineyard, or I like to call it, the Vin. I do the Utah classes, and there's a gun range in Hyannis that I think you can rent guns there, and I think it's a public range, but you might have to be a member. But anyway, I went and did a gun class at I'm not sure. I don't know if it was the same place you went to, but this was wild to me. I was doing a Utah class there, and they had a trap range like.
Yes, it is the same place.
Off into the over the water.
Yes,
right. And I'm like,
gorgeous.
That doesn't seem safe to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, if they're shooting shotguns, it's not an issue. But if they're shooting handguns over the water,
right?
We know the bullets travel. You might not be able to see some craft out in the water.
Yeah, I didn't think about that when I was there.
It's not in the book.
No, that part's not in the book. No.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm originally from California and then moved to North Carolina. So every day I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is allowed here. I'm not going to get, jump rat owning a 34 round magazine. Yeah. It's like the first thing I did was just skip out with a 34 round magazine.
Oh my gosh.
We got some fans here.
You don't recognize it, I lost 220 pounds.
No.
Evan Nappin.
Oh
New
my
Jersey.
God, ladies and gentlemen, Evan Nappin. I would have never
I
guessed.
know you wouldn't know. That's why I had to.
Oh my God.
It's hilarious.
I apologize.
No, we know each
Petrolino,
other, yeah.
this sounds ridiculous. Petrolino said you look great.
Yeah.
And you're Teddy. Oh my God. I love this. We got to get a picture with us. I apologize. Dude, you look amazing. You absolutely do. Absolutely.
Life changed.
That's what Petrolino was telling me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, stick around. I got to get a picture, but I got to finish this.
Okay, you're saying, go ahead. I didn't interrupt.
Awesome. Thanks, Evan.
Yeah, I'll see you. We'll come back before 5.
Cool.
Not to be Jen Psaki.
Oh, so we
Okay.
awesome. Thanks, Evan.
That's funny. He came by the booth and checked my gun laws.
Oh, did he? Yeah. So Evan Nappin is who just came by and made an appearance, stopped and said hello. He's dropped at least my weight.
Good for him.
Yeah, he was a big guy, and now he looks amazing.
He
looks
does
nothing like what I've seen him before. And he wrote a book on the New Jersey gun laws.
Yep.
He's a Jersey guy,
Give
and
me
his
his card.
book is 500 pages.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
rough.
Oh my gosh. All right. So yeah, I love that kind of stuff. Right. Makes me feel like I'm doing something cool.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. So we were just talking about Jersey. Where did you shoot in Jersey? Did you go to
It was on the way. It's Freedom Ammunition.
Okay.
And if you could recite the Pledge of Allegiance, you got like 10% off or something like that. Yeah, I thought that was
awesome.
great. Yeah.
That is very cool. Very cool. Yeah. A lot of states are restrictive. Massachusetts and New Jersey are the worst.
Yeah.
For sure.
Unfortunately,
for sure.
Colorado is not.
Yeah. It's not getting any better there.
It's really not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oregon as well. But it was good to see that Measure 114 get shot down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a couple years ago, right?
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Backed by the Lutheran Church, if you.
Really?
Huge Portland church, not really supposed to get involved, but they did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty wild.
It's good to look into. Who's backing what?
Yeah. No kidding. No kidding. I got to tell you, this is a great idea. Shooting a gun in every state. Did you make? I mean, obviously you
all
took
50,
pictures.
Alaska,
all 50.
yeah. It was
Oh my God, that's
final
right.
frontier.
How do you pull this off? Because I'm trying to go to all the states too.
Oh, it's really easy. You get all your friends who have also moved out of California, and you go visit them in all the states
So you
that
had
they've moved to.
You had 49 friends that have all left.
So many, yeah, probably like half of them of the states I checked off. So,
Oh, that's the way to do it, man. I call it tactically frugal.
yeah,
Tactically frugal.
like
That's-
that.
Yeah, that's great. One of my goals is to do a show in every state,
Oh,
and I've done shows in 34 states so far.
oh, you're so close.
Yeah, but
Getting
it's
there.
close. By the time I go back home in a week or so, I'm gonna knock out Mississippi too.
Nice.
So I get that coming
Mississippi's
up.
beautiful.
So. Yeah, my game plan when I was young was to I wanted to be a rock star, but fat boys that play the trombone don't get to be rock stars, and I wanted to travel for work, but I discovered that you have to be specific about your goals. So travel for work. Now I drive around central Massachusetts teaching little Catholic schools,
Oh, okay.
and that's not really what I meant, right?
Yeah.
So then I came up with the riding shotgun idea, and I'm like, I got a goal to do a show in every state, and
Yeah. Then you write a book about it.
then I write a book about it.
I'll be the first to buy.
How can people find your book, Heather?
It is on Amazon, and it's also on my website, which is highcaliberoc.com.
highcaliberoc.com. All right, I'm going to find you.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much for
No,
being on the
thank
show.
you. I really appreciate it.
Oh, the pleasure was mine.
Yeah, I hope
this
to
was
see you
great.
again soon. I'm excited to follow you in your 50-state adventure as well.
I appreciate it. So thank you guys for tuning in and listening to this episode of Riding Shotgun with Charlie, one of our pit stops. There we are. I lost it. Pit stop. And we're going to put some links to Heather Allen's books. And we thank you guys for listening to the show. Thanks a lot.